While people on the internet were busy making fun of the Cybertruck or watching the Tesla bot do its clumsy dance, Elon Musk may have quietly done something far more important. Something that might signal the end of lithium batteries at Tesla. As Elon himself said, "We've been working hard on this for many years, mostly in-house, though we've also made some key purchases that helped bring the cost per kilowatt-hour down." There wasn't a big event or flashy announcement, but don't be fooled, Tesla is getting ready to replace lithium with something quicker, cheaper, and safer, aluminum-ion. And if the rumors are true, the first car to use this game-changing battery won't be the Roadster or a premium model. It'll be the super affordable $10,000 Model 2. In this video, we'll explain everything in 3 parts. First, what exactly is aluminum-ion, and how is it different from anything we've seen before? Second, the exclusive tech upgrades that make Tesla's version one of a kind. And third, how Tesla has been quietly working behind the scenes for years to make this switch possible. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button to help Auto Intel reach 1,059 subscribers, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next quiet bombshell Elon drops on the car industry. So what even is aluminum-ion, and why could it replace lithium? Aluminum-ion batteries work on a completely different electrochemical system than lithium-ion. Lithium ions carry a single positive charge, Li+, while aluminum ions, Al 3+, carry 3. That triple charge lets aluminum ions move more electrons per ion, which increases the amount of energy that can flow through the battery quickly and efficiently. Theoretical models suggest aluminum-ion setups could reach over 2,980 mAh per gram at the anode level, which is almost 10 times more than the average 370 mAh per gram in regular lithium graphite batteries. This means more power from a smaller battery, which is great for compact designs and cars that need fast acceleration and reliable long-range driving. One of the biggest benefits of aluminum-ion chemistry is that it doesn't rely on rare or expensive materials. Unlike lithium-ion batteries, which need costly and limited resources like cobalt, nickel, and manganese, aluminum-ion batteries don't use any of those. Cobalt prices have bounced between $30,000 and $80,000 per metric ton in the last 5 years due to global issues and unsafe mining in countries like the Democratic Republic of Congo. Aluminum, on the other hand, is much cheaper, around $2,200 per metric ton, and is mined in over 40 countries, including top producers like China, India, and Australia. This makes the supply chain much easier to scale and more ethical. Plus, recycling aluminum uses only 5% of the energy it takes to extract it from raw ore, cutting down environmental impact for large-scale battery production. In terms of safety, aluminum-ion batteries really stand out because they use non-flammable ionic liquid electrolytes. These materials can handle temperatures up to 200 degrees Celsius and are chemically stable, which removes the risk of thermal runaway, a common problem with lithium-ion batteries. At Stanford University, researchers tested these batteries by crushing, piercing, and short-circuiting them. They didn't catch fire or even get hot. They also work well in extreme weather, from -50 degrees Celsius to 85 degrees Celsius, without losing performance. That means they can be used safely in freezing cold or blazing heat, whether you're in Canada or Arizona. Performance-wise, aluminum-ion batteries really shine when it comes to charging speed. Lithium-ion batteries usually max out around 250 kilowatts at Tesla's V3 superchargers, taking 20 to 40 minutes to get to 80% charge. Early tests of aluminum-ion batteries have shown they can charge at over 1,000 kilowatts in quick bursts, getting fully charged in under 3 minutes for smaller packs. In larger EV batteries, they'll probably charge at around 350 to 500 kilowatts, which still cuts charging time by more than 80%. That level of speed means charging an EV could feel just like filling up a gas tank, solving one of the biggest reasons people still hesitate to go electric. Durability is another big improvement. Regular lithium-ion batteries usually wear out after 1,000 to 3,000 charging cycles, depending on how they're used and managed. But aluminum-ion batteries, especially those using carbon nanostructure cathodes, have been tested to last over 12,000 cycles with no major drop in power. That equals over 2.5 million kilometers of driving if you drive 200 kilometers a day. In trucks, planes, or other heavy-use vehicles, this kind of lifespan could completely change what we expect from electric motors. For regular drivers, it means fewer battery replacements, longer warranties, and higher resale value. Another area where aluminum-ion shines is energy density. Older versions of this battery had low voltage, which limited how much energy they could store. But now, using special materials like 3D graphene foam, scientists have managed to boost energy density to over 1,350 watt-hours per liter in lab tests. That's way above the 700 to 900 watt-hours per liter you get from most current lithium-ion batteries. More energy in less space means Tesla could build smaller battery packs without sacrificing range. That frees up room for better safety structures or more cabin space, especially important in a small car like the Model 2 where every inch counts. So, what does all this mean in practice? It means Tesla might be able to make a Model 2 that charges in 5 minutes, lasts longer than most gas engines, costs a lot less, and is much safer overall. This battery tech could fix the number one issue stopping many people from buying EVs, the fear of running out of charge or waiting too long to recharge. For a lot of drivers, this won't just be a better option. It'll be the reason they finally switch to electric. How long do you think a car battery should last? 5 years, 10 years, or forever? Type Alu battery in the comments if you want one that outlives your car. Now, what makes Tesla's aluminum-ion battery completely different? Let's be clear, this isn't some off-the-shelf aluminum-ion battery you can order from a supplier in China. What Tesla seems to be creating is a custom-built system designed to lead the next battery revolution. The first big innovation is the use of self-healing electrodes. These special components help the battery repair its internal structure every time it charges and discharges. They're made with a mix of silicon and aluminum that can realign themselves on an atomic level. Normally, charging and discharging causes the battery to expand and shrink, which creates tiny cracks over time. But with self-healing materials, those cracks close up on their own thanks to flexible binders and smart coatings. In lab tests, this feature helped batteries keep over 95% of their power even after more than 5,000 deep charging cycles. In comparison, regular lithium-ion batteries lose 20% to 30% of their power in the same time. This makes the battery more reliable and stable over time. Some experts say Tesla's aluminum-ion cells could last 15,000 cycles with barely any drop in performance. Another important detail is the shape and design of the battery. Tesla is likely using a soft pack design, meaning the battery cells are pouch-shaped and flexible instead of the usual hard cylindrical shape like the 2,170 or 4,680 cells in today's Teslas. These soft packs are wrapped in thin film instead of metal casings, making them lighter and more space-efficient. They can hold up to 15% more energy in the same space compared to traditional cells. While cylindrical cells are strong and good for heavy use, soft packs are better for small cars like the Model 2 because they can be packed in tight spaces. Aluminum-ion soft packs are even more flexible since they use low-pressure ionic liquids and special outer seals that allow a bit of bending without losing performance. They can be placed under the floor, inside doors, or even behind seats. Each cell is just 4 mm thick and up to 30% lighter than lithium-ion, giving engineers more freedom in designing the car and saving weight. Recycling is another area where Tesla is leading the way. Instead of using energy-heavy recycling with chemicals and heat, Tesla is moving to a dry method that uses pressure, shaking, and magnets to separate the materials. This clean process creates no toxic waste, uses no acid, and can cut recycling costs by up to 40%. That's great for the planet and also saves money long-term. Now step back and look at the bigger picture. Since aluminum-ion batteries have no lithium, Tesla doesn't have to rely on lithium supply chains that are mostly controlled by China. This lets Tesla qualify for full U.S. tax credits under the Inflation Reduction Act, which can be as high as $7,500 per car. More importantly, Tesla gains control over its raw materials, costs, and production. No more middlemen, price shocks, or political risks. When you look at everything together, it's clear this isn't just a new battery, it's a new way to build, power, and sell electric vehicles. Would you want a Tesla battery that fixes itself, fits anywhere, and costs less? Type yes, if that's the kind of technology you'd want in your next EV. Why does the Model 2 need aluminum-ion to truly succeed? Because the EV market still has 3 major problems. First, EVs are still too expensive. Second, many drivers are still afraid of running out of range. And third, the charging network isn't perfect yet. Tesla's answer to all of this is the Model 2. But for it to succeed, it needs more than good looks or smart software. It needs a battery that's quick, low-cost, safe, and long-lasting. Aluminum-ion seems like the perfect fit. Let's start with price. That's the biggest hurdle for budget EVs. A standard 60 kilowatt-hours lithium-ion battery costs Tesla about $7,800. That one part can be over 35% of the car's total price. With aluminum-ion, Tesla might cut that cost almost in half, down to about $3,900. That's $4,000 in savings per car, letting Tesla sell the Model 2 for around $11,000 to $14,000 after federal incentives. That's less than a base model Corolla or Civic, but with full EV features and Tesla's smart tech. That's exactly what the market needs to bring in younger and lower-income buyers. Then there's charging speed. Lithium-ion batteries take about 30 to 40 minutes at a Tesla supercharger to get to 80%. That's not ideal if you drive long distances or have a tight schedule. Aluminum-ion could drop that time to under 5 minutes. For the Model 2, which may use a 40 to 50 kilowatt-hour battery, a full charge could take just 3 to 4 minutes. That's as quick as filling up with gas. For city drivers without home chargers, that's a game changer. You could recharge during a coffee break. Weight also plays a role. Aluminum-ion cells are up to 30% lighter, which could reduce the Model 2's total weight by 150 to 200 kilograms. That improves speed, extends range, and boosts overall efficiency. Even with a smaller battery, the Model 2 could still travel 400 kilometers thanks to better energy use and less drag. When you combine all of this, lower price, faster charging, lighter build, and stronger performance, the Model 2 becomes more than a cheap EV. It becomes a smart, practical electric car that's easier to own and more enjoyable to drive. Most of Tesla's rivals still use older battery tech. BYD, Hyundai, and GM rely on lithium iron phosphate or nickel manganese cobalt setups. They work, but they're outdated. Tesla isn't just catching up, it's jumping to the next generation of batteries, giving it a massive lead. If you could charge a Tesla in under 5 minutes just like at a gas station, would that make EVs unbeatable? Type Model 2, if you think that's a total game changer. Lithium had its time. Now Tesla is moving on, and aluminum-ion is the future. Would you drive a Tesla that charges in 5 minutes, lasts for decades, and never catches fire? Share your biggest questions about this battery tech in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Auto Intel so you never miss another leak, surprise, or silent revolution that Elon might already be building.